if you were born, let's say mid-'80s, late '80s, there's a 50% chance that your name is Sarah, like me. So I grew up in a class of a bunch of different Sarahs. I think in 6th grade there were 6 of us, all with different last names. And so I grew up around a bunch of people who had really fun names that could be shortened into really fun nicknames. So Catherine could be Kathy or Kat or Katie, and Chris could be Chris, or if you're an asshole, it could be Topher. But I just had Sarah. Or if I followed in my dad's footsteps, my last name is Chain, and I could be Chano. And neither of those really appealed to me, but I grew up really wishing that I had a nickname. So I got up to be about 12, I was in the 7th grade, and I had elected to take German class, which has served me really well in the past 15 years. But I sat kind of in the back of the class, of this German classroom, and I sat with a couple girlfriends, but right in front of me was a boy, and he was cute. And we were 12, so the way that we showed affection was by like stealing each other's pencils or books or turning around and like messing up the papers on the desk. It was really romantic. And so he turned around one day and came into class, sat down, turned around and was messing with my pencils or my pens. And he had turned around and hooked his arm underneath the back of the chair. It's one of those chairs that's attached to your desk, and so there's a little metal loop around the back of the chair that attaches that to your seat, which attaches to your desk. He looped his arm up around, and he's messing with my stuff on my desk, and I was like, like, this is so fun, like, we love each other. And I kind of raised my leg and kicked his arm kind of against the back of this chair to get him to stop messing with my stuff, which I didn't actually like because that's how I felt. So he didn't like make a face like, oh no, my arm, I'm so injured. But he did come into school the next day with a cast. And I did get invited to the guidance counselor's office to talk about appropriate relationships. All that to say, in my German class in 7th grade, I got moved from the back corner to the very front of the classroom, where Frau Mueller could keep a close eye on me and make sure I was doing appropriate things. So I moved up in front of these other 2 boys in my class who found it really humorous that my last name was Chain. And every so often, when Frau Mueller was not paying close attention, they would sit there and they would lean in real close and they'd whisper and they'd say, chainsaw. And I would sit there mortified. And they carried it on for the rest of the year to just start off real soft, real slow. Chainsaw! And it stuck for all of my 7th grade and honestly the past 15 years. So I quickly learned that sometimes it's better to be a square peg and not have a nickname at all.